Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming to you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, or should I say buyout market watch, because almost all of these tabs here have some sort of buyout or another. So lay back, grab some chips and a drink or something, or some candy. Most people say popcorn, but let's be real, nobody's actually going to get up from, pause this video, get up from their chair, make some popcorn, come back, be like, oh yeah, grab your popcorn, sit down, relax. Nobody's eating popcorn. But anyway, if you guys could smash that like button and subscribe, that'd be great. 32% people who watch my videos are not subscribed, and we're aiming for 3,500 subs by the end of the year. That is a pretty big goal, but at least 3,000, so make sure that you're subscribed. Also, if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And consider being a YouTube channel member, and thank you to all my YouTube channel members. As well as if you guys want to alert me of any buyouts, let me know about certain buyouts. Or you want me to just go over any cards, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always looking at comments, and I always love it when you guys give me suggestions. So we're going to get right into it. So Crossout Designator has been spiking. I told people to get this at $28 because it's not going to get a reprint for most likely at least 2 years. And right now, if you got them at $28, $29, well, they're $50. And this is where I say, well, the ship has sailed. The issue is the ship has not sailed, all right? It's been doing a couple laps, but it has not sailed just yet, going up to 50. But once you go to this next page, you got 52. Now you have 90 copies here, sure, but they do go up. And the reason why I'm telling you to grab this card is because this has either been in the main or the side deck. Crossout's been seeing quite a bit of side play, actually. Well, at least in the sideboard side play. You guys get the point. In top tournaments, I've seen top 32s where 17 of those spots are playing Crossout Designator somewhere. I've seen certain tournaments are having 12 spots to 10 spots. That's still a huge showing, though. So people are really interested in Crossout Designator. Now, this card flopped because when it came out, I just don't think it came out in the right format. I think it came out at the worst time it could have. I think that maybe if the tins didn't get delayed to October and we actually got them in, June, which were usually is when we were supposed to get our tins, maybe this card wouldn't have flopped then because the format was a bit different. But that's a fun little discussion for a live stream or another video. If you don't have your copies, you gotta make sure you have your playset before this goes up to $70, $80. Stingent Durge. Now, I actually talked about this card once or twice. It's really funny because 2 people remember that I talked about this card. They're like, yeah, I got bought out. I'm like, great. Let me guess. Because of Sprite. And yeah, the answer is obvious at this point. So the levels of all face-up monster point controls are decreased by 1. Now, I told people to grab this card because this used to be a staple in the side deck, actually, back in 5D format. This was a very powerful card. And this was about $1 common. People really liked it. They really wanted it. But Stars Overdrive wasn't that old of a set then in 5D. So you have to remember that people, didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for this side deck card as well. So the fact that it was accessible, along with being very good against that meta, was great because if they're since we had synchros and synchros were ruling the meta, any type of combos or any type of plays that people had, if all face-up monster support controls levels are decreased by 1, well, let's say your combo is supposed to go into this. Well, you can't really go into, you have to change your combo, or you have to use an extra monster, something like that, and you just lose more cards. And that's why this card was really, really good. It's having a back because with Sprite, you make them all level 1 to level 2. They can't really access the extra deck now, can they? Which might pose a question where we might be seeing Sprite tech in a level 1 to contradict Stingent Durge. Now, commons here are $8 for unlimited, which, yeah, no thank you. First, yeah, good. Goodbye. No one's buying that. I'd actually rather get unlimiteds, especially because now, I actually have this also in a 5-card set in your trade binder, when I told people to get the colored versions. Or should I say duelist league promos, because people really liked these versions, back in the day, because, the only other thing was a common, and these were only like $2, $3, $4 at the time. I don't even think they were 4. I think they were like 3. Well, we got purples here. I have a playset up, well, no, I have 2 here for 11, 15, then 20. I'll tell you this, I'd rather get this than spend $8, $9 on a common that's not even first ed. The common's not first ed, mind you, even. Unless you want to take a chance for this, right over here, the unverified, but I mean 98.9, 1,423 sales. But I mean, first and light play common, you could do that, right? At least that one's first ed. Unless you want to pay, 10 for a near mint. Again, that's not even first. I would rather get, this. I'm not even trying to promote my own product here. It's just, a no-brainer here. Reds are 20s, and someone bought 4 for 10 here. Greens, I'm the only one here, I guess. Blues, 17-20. Right over here. Quite a bit of money for your stingy Durge. I would wait till this card calms down for sure, and then get commons then. But if you actually do have a lot of interest in this card, not only for sprites or splite, I don't really care. Lean. You could grab the what's called the commons when they calm down. Or people say this might get an upgrade. I think Konami forgot this card existed, to be fair. PREDPLANT, Camaroia. Now, I actually have an Italian one and a Spanish, because this card looks super awesome. And I thought to myself I actually wanted to play this deck at one point, and it was super fun when I did play it, actually. Now, you have first and light plays for about 12 here, near mint for 14, right? Which isn't that big of a deal. However, when you go to first and near mints, $20 here. You got 1, 2, 3 copies here, and then 24. You got me here for 23, 25, $40. And as you guys see here, first light plays are saying this is selling every day here. People are buying these up. Some bought playset first sets for $9 each. That seems pretty awesome. Someone bought one for 23. I wonder from who. You guys get the point here. I would actually grab, because this also does have a reprint. PREDPLANTS are getting more support. If you want to grab the near mints, I would personally rather have 2 copies of Elite Play for, the 10 or with the shipping here, $22. So let's call it $11 each. Then a near mints at 20 just because, you have your value more spread out. And these first and light plays are going to go to the moon as well. So if you want to grab this card in anticipation for the PREDPLANT support, or you just want to get it to hold on to, I would grab it now. Now, PREDPLANT, we're just going to call it Triff. Here, not getting its reprint, which I don't know why people thought this was going to go to the past. I thought that it had a very low chance because, again, they have to sell Legendary Duel Season 3, and they don't have that many cards to pick from. One of their biggest cards, which is Magician Souls, already got a reprint in Brothers of Legends. So, they're going to give it its, second secret rare or something over there. They have, the Dark Magicians, because Legendary Duel Season 3 is going to share with the Merrick, and Guardian Slime isn't going to sell, the Merrick Legendary Duels. And Guardian Slime is not going to sell a set. Let's just be honest right here. So, Konami really has not even 5 cards. So, there's no way they're just going to blow it somewhere. $23 for light play. $24 for near man. Again, this is probably going to be around a $20-something card. Maybe goes up to $30 until it gets its reprint. If you could wait for Legendary Duel Season 3. This will get a reprint eventually. PREDPLANT, Verta, Anaconda here from Dual Overload here. These are $17. Going up to 18, and then gold rares are about $9. Now, if you have any spares, I would just sell them immediately. Only keep 1 copy of this, because I think this is going to be the ban list where Konami finally hits this, and honestly, I cannot wait, because this card's too broken. People are like to say, oh, well, it's the fusions that are the problem. So every time we get a broken fusion, we're just going to ban it and not look at this card. Come on now. Come on. Common denominator. PREDPLANT, Chlamydia, or Sundo, whatever. This is the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! That has, a big issue. It's like Pokemon and all these other card games, it's easy to pronounce, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to come over here with some ancient Latin that hasn't been spoken in years and expect me to pronounce it. It's not that they're necessarily hard to pronounce, but there's no way after this market watch, unless I'm talking about this card again, which I might, I'm going to say Chlamydia Dosundo. I might as well just call it PREDPLANT Chlamydia, at this point. Chlamydia. Whatever. First, lightly plates are $4 here. I'm so glad I gave up trying to give up, real professionalism and being PG for market watches. Not only do I feel like I'm having a lot more fun, but it's just a lot easier. Well, lightly plates are about $5.50 here. Near mints are about $8. Chlamydia, that's the word. PREDPLANT Chlamydia. That's what we're going to call it. I mean, kind of, looks infected too. That's what we're going to call it now on the channel. $8 for your near mints. Lightly plates are pretty cheap, and it's running out of copies. However, if you just want this to play, you have commons here for $0.25. But what kind of shocks me is, well, there's probably a wall of 10. That's not bad. These are still 40 cents at picking up, so you still have accessibility to this card if you just want to play the deck for fun. Draco Stapilia here. This is also a super poly target. You have to remember that because it's a future monster plus a dark monster. Despia will have that on board no matter what. So you make this super poly. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can target face a monster put controls, place a PREDPLANT counter on it, and if it is a level 2 or higher, so I guess, level 1s are going to be me. I don't even know why they put level 2 on this card. Beyond me. It becomes level 1. Oh, that's why. It becomes level 1 as long as it has a PREDPLANT counter. See, guys, you have to finish the whole sentence. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are really bad at reading. Negate the activation effects of your opponent's monsters that have PREDPLANT counters. Yeah, this is still very weird of an effect, but you get to negate an effect, but it's basically you get to super poly 2 problematic cards away, and you have a monster on board. So, Cat Shark, it's a rank 2, and it has 1 printing from Eternal Blink. So, when it has XYZ material attached that was originally water, which splites do, it cannot be destroyed in battle, which doesn't really do much. Once per turn to replace turn, you could detach material from this card and target a rank 4 lower XYZ monster you control. Its attack events each become doubled its original attacks until the end of this turn. So that's pretty powerful for splites. Basically just gives them a huge attack boost in the extra so they could just start beating over things. As well as, being able to save itself from battle, possibly. Now, this card, solid $10. Now, I think that card stores and people have this in their hollow bulk, so go check if you have this card to sell it to make some money. Camaroia Mega Fleet Dragon Secret. Now, I talked in previous videos about how I actually teched in a Cyber Dragon back before we had Master Rule 5 or Master Rule 4 or whatever. But basically, it was very hard for people. You couldn't really play a deck without links, and the extra deck monster zone was basically always used, where I would special summon a Cyber Dragon. They can't really respond or do anything like that. And then I'm able to link off 4 Mega Fleet. This would break U-Link decks if you ever run into them, as well as you get to, link away a problematic card. And you have a 2400 beater that you could beat over something that's kind of weak, like a Herald in battle phase, and stuff like that. Plus, it says in the extra monster zone, so if you link, you're using 2 monsters, and you actually could do that, and you have a 3600 beat stick. You got rid of 2 of your opponent's cards that could be problems. Then with 3600, let's be honest, you could go straight into battle phase, beat over something. This card, is still pretty good in my honest opinion here. They're $3 for secrets. What can you lose? It's a Battle Legend Armageddon, so it's a bit old of a card. I remember when Ultras, they have reprint Legendary Dragon decks. It is getting a Ultra and Haunted Mind, but see, people are always going to like secrets more. And this card was made for secret. I would grab these actually. It might not be a bad idea. Toon Blackluster Soldier here is $70 for Unlimited. First, I'd play 68, you rather. Well, near mids for $672 here. And it's going. Again, Toon Chaos needs reprints very badly, because almost nothing in Toon Chaos has gotten a reprint, if anything, to be honest. Toon Blackluster Soldier CRs. Unlimited are 100. I'll be frank. I'll be fully honest with you guys here. If you're gonna, I would rather have an unlimited CR for 100 than a first set for 71, 72, because if they reprint Toon Blackluster Soldier, which are, the value's gonna go down, but it's not gonna crash per se. However, CRs are never really gonna get affected here. Now, first edge, that heavy play, unfortunate. These are gonna hurt, but they're 255. Your mids being 268 here. It's a pretty good CR to actually invest in my opinion, but you are spending quite a bit. I told people to get the first edge when they were 100 something. However, this card did actually, actually, if I go to a year, maybe I could kind of show it actually. It had a very interesting history. Actually, you can see here even, like, they spiked to 394, but I've seen them selling at 450, upwards to 300 something, and then calming down here. But I've seen this card sell at around 100 something as well. So this card has a very interesting past. It's a good investment, but you are spending a chunk of change, and you're going to be holding on to this for a while. So if you're looking for a card to put in the vault for 5-10 years, this is definitely a contender. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Now, when I had my Market Watch, a viewer actually brought, hey, this got bought out. And I was like, what? Because it's seeing play now. And it is pretty good, because you get to look at your opponent's extra deck, and I've explained this when I told you guys when it was cheap. The information is really awesome already. And then, what's it called? You get to banish all cards in their extra deck with the same name as the revealed card, right? So you reveal an extra deck card that you have one of the targets. For example, when people last played this when Spiral were tier 1 with Magician Souls, people would have the double Helix in their extra and banish it with Winter Cherries, which was really good. And would, especially if they've already committed to the combo and all that. Now, this card is very good right now because you could, pick something off in Dragon Link. You could pick something off like DPE, and I'm actually shocked and that this isn't seeing play because of DPE. But that's just my opinion. However, cards making a comeback, and right now they're a lot of money. They're a whole lot. First and lightly played, like unlimiteds are way more than I would ever pay for. 47 for near mints. And you guys can see here, it was $12, and I was talking about. So if you got them, you made a ton of money. Now, mega packs, I told people to grab these at $4 if you really don't want to. $13. Now these are the prices of the originals. I can't say this is bad to grab because I really don't see first sights calming down that much, but the ship really sailed here. Now, Advent Calendar ones are like $3. That's really not that bad if you want the card, but you probably have a lot of these in bulk. I actually want to go through dollars for those. Legendary Collection Kaiba, these are actually quite rare as well. First editions, right? If you do want this card to play and you want a decent version, I would actually grab these at $3. They don't have that many listings, and they quickly go up to like $9 here. You'd have a wall here of 18 for $5 here. But you have some cheaper ones here at like $3 if you want to go ahead and grab those. Ash Blossom OGs from Maximum Crisis here. Let's see what first sets are at. Half Slobbered on are $100. That's awful. I told people to grab these at 30s though. First and light plays are $120. Near mints are $140. It's never gonna go down. I'm just wondering why Konami hasn't given us an ulti of Ash Blossom yet. Like, I actually think that it's just ridiculous that Ash Blossom doesn't have an ulti yet. Pana Extrap needs an ulti too. Daigouso Phoenix here. Now, I talked about this card with, but I didn't think it was gonna see that much play personally. But I wasn't too sure, and this card actually sees more play than people think in older formats. So it's the kind of investment where it either stays the exact same or goes up. It doesn't necessarily go down. So I told people, hey, consider getting a copy, right? I never told people to go hard on this. So I talked about when it was about $8, $7.50, $8. Near mints are like $9 here. So it didn't really have much of an increase. You have, again, the wall's still here at 45. This could go up, could go down. Again, just make sure you have one copy. I don't have that much faith in this card, but you never, if cards like Cat Shark are going to $10, something like Daigouso Phoenix, which, you can overlay with Zeus, has potential. Daigouso Emerald from Hidden Arsenal 7 here. First and secret light plates are $6, and near mints are just $7. Now remember, this is the OG printing of a card that, and is pretty iconic in the game. And the reason why I'm saying iconic is because you can tell a lot of card is iconic when cards will keep coming out in the game as they do. We get sets, all that, and they're preferably called from a certain name. For example, you'll call Prank Kids, not Prank Kids place, but the spell. People are like, oh, it's just a Daigouso Emerald, or it's just an Emerald effect, for example. Right, people will use that terminology to describe cards. Like that. So it's just an old card. It's the rank 4 that basically helps you recycle here. $7 for a near mint isn't bad. Oh, do I not have DTs? Oh, that's very odd. I want to look at DTs. 14 listings, 38 for near mint, going up to $50, and there's no big wall here. Have your copy. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, ultimate rare here. Let's look at lightly played to near mint. So lightly playeds, unlimiteds are about 44. First light play 86, going up to 94, 100. $300 for a near mint copy. That's ridiculous here. Now, this is not near mint. How many sales is 604? look at that on the bottom there, the corner, right? That's a little. I have to look at a little closer to that, but there's a chip there, there, and then are we gonna have the back? No, we are going to sell a. We're gonna put pictures. We're gonna think something's important enough for a picture, but not give a back. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this: if I'm seeing already all this on the front, I can guarantee you the back is not clean. That's not near me. Anywho. Something you have to worry about, and I'm seeing it over here, they all have the silver Eye of Anubis, which means upper deck. Some people will call it counterfeit, and in fact, I actually saw a Ruxin video recently. It was really cool. Shouts to him, by the way. He gave us a shout. I know some people who are watching my videos came from his channel, so thank you for that. He actually did this really cool Hobby League box of Shadow of Infinity. He's actually giving away one of these, and it's from upper deck, and he actually said he would do a video about that, and I find that really interesting. But if you guys don't know, quick TLDR, I still recommend when he does that video to go check that out. Because I think information videos like that are amazing. But upper deck, there's upper deck Ulti Flame Wingmans. They're like silver, and then there's regular Ulti Flame Wingmans. And some people will hate having the upper deck silver ones. It's not that you can't play them in a tournament, from my knowledge, right? Although, even if you could, I just don't think anyone's going to be able to spot the difference. And if anyone actually calls someone out for that, I have words to describe those. Just losers. But, yeah, Flame Wingman, a lot of money. DTs, and I actually tell people, this is a good version to get. Light plays for $8 here before they go up to, you got, let's see, 1... 2, 3 here at $8, and then they go up to about 10, 11 here for light plays. Then they go up to basically $14, $17. Grabbing a light play here for $8 is actually a very good investment because DT, it's going to get rarer and rarer. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Secret Rare. So all hollow versions of Wingman go up to $6, $7, $8. $3 here. Well, you have some cheap guys here selling them for $2 with that shipping. That might not be bad. This card can easily go up to $6, $7, $8, up to $10. And I've actually seen this in person. And I'm going to be honest with you here. This is the version I would probably run because it just looks gorgeous. Legendary Collection looks amazing too, but this looks darker. And that's why I personally like it. When it comes down to it, I'm going to go with this one, but that's just my opinion. Great investment, by the way. Flame Wingman from Dual Terminal to Hidden Arsenal now. The reason why I'm highlighting this is, yeah, these are $3 here, but you got these, 94 cents. You got some penny stonks here. If you want them, you could get more depending on how much you want to put in a penny stonk. But I really think that the secret rares are definitely the way to go, but these are pretty good as penny stonk too. And then the last card I have today, which if you haven't left the smash that like button, hopefully you consider doing so. I'd love to see 80 likes on this video. Along with if you're buying any cards on TCG Player, like some of the ones I've talked about, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Now, Torrential Tribute CRs here from Grand Creators. These were going up to 80 to 90 last time I checked here, and I told people this is one of the best CR buys you could do. Well, I ended up checking today, and you have 65 here, and you have 5 copies, and now they're going up to 69. Now, they're as cheap as they were, right? You have a little wall here for 65, which is cute, but let's be honest. Once someone orders a playset, maybe a copy, that's gone. They're basically going from $68 to $70, so bit cheaper here. And if we go to the sales here, we can actually probably see people are buying them for like closer to 70. We're seeing 68's a lot here, 70, yeah. This is the kind of CR you're going to want to invest in right now. Make sure that you have your copies. I would at least have a playset, if not more. Because I can definitely see this card as well. And some people might be saying, well, what about CR Strike? Isn't CR Strike really good? CR Strike is wonderful, actually. Especially at $49, that's quite cheap. That's not bad. And when Strike starts seeing play, this card's at least going to go at $89. The only reason I'm highlighting Torrential more is because Torrential can be played in older formats. And a lot of people who play Go are actually the ones who are buying CR Torrential because they actually like that more than their first set LOBs. Which, by the way, Ulti Torrential would look amazing. But I would like Ulti Torrential with older Ulti Foiling. I wouldn't like it with the new OTS Ulti Foiling. That's just my opinion, though. I would love to know your guys' opinion, though, in the comment section below on that. If you like this or not. But Solemn Strikes are good. It's just, I personally would rather spend the $12 on Torrential because it's always a good card as well, but it serves way more purpose than Solemn Strike. Although, if you could get a playset of both, get a playset of both. That'll be it for the Market Watch, though. Remember to let me know what I'm looking at in the next Market Watch in the comment section below. I have a special OTS Market Watch planned quite soon, as well as a live stream tomorrow, which I might actually have some packs to open on live stream, because that might be fun, actually, to watch. I don't know if you guys would, enjoy that or not. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.